The podcast world is a barren wasteland. Okay, not really, but there's no really great podcasts. Okay, not really. There's a lot of really great podcasts out there, but there's no really great music podcasts. Okay, not really. There's plenty of great music podcasts out there, but there's no really great music podcasts out there that are drug and alcohol free. Okay, I can't back up that last thing I said like that all. Just a completely ignorant thing to say. But there's no really great music podcast hosts out there that are insanely opinionated but crazy handsome and hilarious. Okay, that last thing I said out loud was completely true. So welcome to the obviously unpredictable world of Check the Credits. A music review podcast that is dedicated to reviewing garbage records so that you don't have to. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll get turned on. You may even crap your pants. So why not add Check the Credits to your daily pod diet? Nothing to lose and everything to gain. You may even like it. Imagine that. A podcast that is actually good and you can actually enjoy. Okay, not really, because there are plenty of podcasts out there that are super good that you can enjoy. So hop on board the CTC train where you can check the credits. Sorry, I gotta wait for it. Credits. We are your hosts, Michael Green and John. I'm a cowboy, and on a steel horse I ride, Smeaton. How you going, Johnny?
I'm okay.
Welcome to season 4.
Here we are.
Are you pumped?
Yeah, I am excited.
So, this episode, we're tackling Bon Jovi and their 2013 album, What About Now? Is this the first time you're hearing this record?
Yeah.
How about you tell me a quick anecdote about Bon Jovi in the existence of John Smeaton and the Smeatonians?
It goes back to the 80s, back to Slippery.
Same Z's.
Slippery When Wet. I got introduced to them by my friend Chris L. And
was that his last name or just the first initial of his last name?
But we go in his basement and just listen to Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
That was it, man. I was hooked. But, being a kid, you don't have the means to go out and...
Yeah, Slippery is 86, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was on Droulard Road, dude.
Road. When you... Jeez.
Yeah.
So when you say hooked, so you've kept up on them? You've bought their records?
I was hooked on that one record, and that was it.
So New Jersey, Keep the Faith, you're like, I'm out.
No.
Just Slippery.
Just Slippery, man.
Okay,
It was
fair
so
enough.
awesome.
Yeah, I do remember that. I remember that, like in the 80s, it was from, like, my mom's taste in music was the Def Leppard, Bryan Adams, Bon Jovi. I remember her coming home from a Bon Jovi concert on the Slippery tour. She went out with, like, my aunts and stuff, and they went to go see Bon Jovi at, like, I don't know, the Palace of Auburn Hills or something like that in Detroit. Yeah. So Bon Jovi's always been, like, kind of in my life growing up. And then there was a period in my like late teens and like early to mid 20s where I really got into that band and really got into the songwriting and stuff and really became a huge fan. And
then 2013 came.
Well, no, I'd kind of dropped off the Bon. Like for this album, I've heard it before, but I certainly didn't buy it. Bon Jovi weren't really a thing for me back in 2013 anymore. So.
It's My Life.
It's My Life. That's from the Crush album in 2000. So in 2005, they put out an album called Have a Nice Day, and that was kind of the last time I really cared. But they had a big influence growing up, especially like on like my singing and my vocal style and everything. A lot of people tell me that I sound like John Bon Jovi.
Oh, wow.
Which is, you don't want to be told that you sound like anybody because you want to be said, you're the most original singer I've ever heard, Michael. But everybody has to compare you to somebody. And it makes sense. I listen to them a lot, so. So it is 2013.
It is.
We're going to go through the news.
Oh.
From CTC World Headquarters in Ontario, Canada, this is the top news from whichever year the hosts are talking about this episode. And now, the news.
Hi, I'm here with the news. 2013, folks.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
So in Calgary, the Alberta floods. The Elbow and Bow rivers spilled over into the banks, displacing tens of thousands of residents, causing $1.7 billion in damage.
What?
Yeah.
Do you
even
recall?
even the Saddle Dome, I believe, got flooded.
Okay. Do you recall this?
No.
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 In Alberta?
In Alberta, yeah.
Jeez, man.
The Lac Mégantic disaster.
What did you just say to me?
It's French, okay?
Oh.
It was in Quebec.
That was a horrible French accent.
47 people were no, just kidding. 47.
I'm not French, but I do kiss that way.
You're going to make me blush, man. 47 people were killed in the small Quebec town when an unmanned train carrying highly volatile crude oil rolled down the tracks from where it was stationed, derailed, and exploded into the town.
Wow.
Yeah.
It rolled down the tracks like
Yeah.
it wasn't in transit. It just
No, it just rolled from the station. And then it incinerated the entire center of the town.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
dude. So where is that?
It's Lac Mégantic in Quebec.
In Quebec.
Yeah.
Are we just doing Canadian news?
No, there's some American stuff too. I can't. You can't. You know, we've been doing a lot of American.
No, you're
news,
good.
So. But next is Nelson.
Good job, eh?
You hoser. Nelson Mandela dies of a chronic lung infection, which
Oh,
stemmed from his many years of incarceration.
Mm-hmm.
He was 95.
95. It's still a good run, even though,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Yeah, man.
You'll love this one.
Okay.
Toronto Mayor Rob Ford
What about him?
admits to smoking crack
Yeah, he
after a
does.
video surfaced. He denied it, but after one of his associates are investigated for extortion, he indeed admits he smoked the crack.
The crack. Because there's lots out there, but you gotta smoke the crack.
I almost forgot about this, but the Boston Marathon bombing
Oh, that was
happened in
2013?
Yeah.
Oh,
Two
no.
homemade explosive devices are detonated, killing 3 people
Yeah.
and injuring 260. The assailants were brothers. The older one was killed by authorities. The younger brother was taken into custody. Yeah. Edward Snowden.
Oh.
I'm sure you've heard of him. He was the former U.S. intelligence contractor. He went and released a series of classified documents
Whoopsies.
he obtained while working for the NSA.
What were the documents
Oh,
about?
I'm about to get to that.
Oh, really? You're going to elaborate? I like this.
Documents revealed widespread U.S. telecommunication monitoring and spying on world leaders, including U.S. citizens. Documents also allege Canada has conducted espionage on its embassies abroad and allowed U.S. to spy on Canadian soil.
What's that all about?
I know, right?
Dude, it sounds like you're reading like a script from a movie
I wrote this myself.
with Gene Hackman and
I
Will
know.
Smith.
It gets better.
Okay.
Prince William and Kate Middleton, wasn't it? Was that her
Sure.
last name?
Sure.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. They had their first child.
Oh, congratulations.
Little
from
George.
7 years ago.
Yeah.
George.
The Bangladesh factory collapse. More than 1,100 people died when the Rana Plaza garment factory collapsed in Dhaka.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah, what a way to go.
Wait, going back to your previous one, what are the, like, what's his last name?
I don't
Like,
even know.
Diana was like Princess of Wales or whatever.
Spencer? Was her last name Spencer? Was that her real name?
I think her maiden name was Spencer.
Yeah.
But what's Charles's last name? What's William and Harry's last
That's
name?
a good question.
Because we got like Kate Middleton is the wife, but she's married now. Does she have a last name, or is it just Kate of the House of the Middle of Ton?
Touch it.
I don't. What the hell's William's last name?
I don't know. That's actually a very good question.
Okay, fair enough.
But last but not least, Glee star Corey Monteith dies of a heroin and alcohol overdose.
Oof.
The Canadian actor was 27.
Canadian guy.
So we're gonna move on to top songs. You want to do some top songs of 2013 there, Michael? Huh? You want to do it? You want to go?
Nope. Can we skip that part?
You don't want to do it?
Yeah, we can do it.
Okay.
The Billboard.
Yeah. So number 10,
Number 10.
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry. It's probably, is it My Kiss the Girl?
No.
Is it American Dream? Is it, I'm not going to get it? You're shaking his head at me.
No.
I'm a huge Katy Perry fan. Is it Firework?
No.
Is it, I can't believe how many Katy Perry songs I know.
Roar. It's
Roar!
Are gonna hear me roar?
Yeah, roar. I got the eye on the tiger.
Number 9 was Florida Georgia Line.
Oh, yeah. They did, dude, I don't know.
Cruise.
What is it?
Cruise?
Oh,
I don't know it.
you don't know it?
No. I don't know a lot of these songs.
But you knew Roar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How did I not get that?
Shona would listen to that all the time. Bruno Mars.
Ooh, 2013 Bruno?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, is it Grenade?
No.
Is it Just the Way You Are?
No.
Is it, damn it, Bruno Mars.
When I Was Your Man.
Oh, I don't know that one. I don't know that one.
What is it? What's the Grenade song called?
Oh, it's not called Grenade?
I don't know.
I thought it was just called
It
Grenade.
it could be When I Was
I don't
Your
know
Man.
that song. Dude, just the other night I was watching Bruno on the Prince tribute
Yeah.
that they did, and he did Let's Go Crazy, and it was just, gosh, he's so great at freaking everything. I seen him, like, you see him play the drums, and he sings and dances so well, and then he does the guitar. He plays Prince's solo. Not like he's no Prince.
Yeah.
He can't play it like that, but I was still like, dang, is there anything that guy can't do?
Well,
Screw you, Bruno.
yeah, Bruno. We got Pink featuring Nate Ruess.
Pink featuring Nate Ruess?
Yeah.
I don't know who Nate Ruess is. Ruess?
Ruess.
I don't know, man.
Just give me a reason.
Yeah, I would never have guessed that.
Number 6.
All right.
Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake at number 6.
Yes.
Cry Me a River.
It's a song called Mirrors.
Yep, that was my next guess. I just want to make sure you knew it.
Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
Nothing. I got it.
Can't hold us.
I kind of know. Is Macklemore like is he like a hip-hop, kind of dance hip-hop guy?
I thought he was a tennis player.
That's McEnroe. Oh, dude.
We are at number 4, an artist called Bauer.
Jeez.
Bauer.
Nope.
Double A. Harlem Shake.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Imagine Dragons.
Oh. Radioactive?
There you go.
I got one.
Yay.
Holy shnikes. Is that my first one?
Yes.
Oh.
Didn't even get to Katy Perry. Oh,
Holy
my goodness.
crap. I mean, in my defense, I named every other Katy Perry
did.
song.
You did.
Okay.
This is going to tie in well with the episode. Robin Thicke.
Oh, Robin Thicke. What was his song?
Blurred Lines.
Yeah, I was going to say Word Crimes because that was the Weird Al thing. Blurred
And
Lines.
tennis player Macklemore and Ryan Lewis are number 1 with another song.
I couldn't even name. I have no
It's-
idea.
It's a great title, Thrift Shop. Pretty
Awesome.
exciting.
Wow, that's great.
Anyway.
So, yeah, great year. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't like one song on that Billboard top 10. Although I don't know the Bruno Mars song, maybe I would like it.
So top 5 movies, 2013.
Ooh, I should do better at this.
Maybe not.
Oh shit.
Vin Diesel, Paul Walker. This is easy.
Oh, one of the Fast and Furious
Yeah,
ones. Do I have to
Fast-
guess which number?
No. Fast and Furious 6.
Fast
I'll
and
give it
Furious
to
6.
you.
Oh,
There's
bless you.
so many of them.
Okay, I got one.
Number 4. Directed by Peter Jackson.
Oh, it's got to be one of the Hobbit ones.
Yeah. Which one?
Oh, 2013? Is it
Yeah.
Desolation of Smaug?
Oh, my goodness. You got it.
Hey, I'm already doing better than the Billboard
Hey.
game. Hey-oh.
Number 3, Jennifer Lawrence and Liam Hemsworth.
Jennifer Lawrence and Liam's Hemsworth is Hemsworth's way too many S's. Hunger Games.
Yeah. Which one?
Catching Fire.
That was good.
I got it?
Yeah, you did.
Holy shnikes.
You might not get this one. Number 2.
Yeah.
Steve Carell and Kristen Wiig.
Steve Carell and Kristen Wiig.
Yeah.
Is it Dan in real life? No, wait.
No, it's
It's animated?
yeah.
Is it Despicable Me?
Which one?
3?
2.
2.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Give me half a point.
Number 1. And this is easy.
The number 1 movie.
Robert Downey Jr.
2013.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
It's Iron Man 3.
That's right.
Hey-o!
Drunk.
Okay, let's skip Billboard Game from now on and just do movies.
Yeah, I know,
I'm
right?
way better at that.
Yeah, the Billboard was a little rough. Where are we at, Michael? Where are we at?
And now it's time for WTF Happened with John Smeaton, the part of the show where John Smeaton tells you WTF happened. And now, without further ado, John Smeaton.
Hello. I'm
Hi.
your host. We're going to get into a little something that happened in 2013, and I'm going to begin right now.
I can't wait.
Miley, the wholesome Hannah Montana character, put it all on the line at the 2013 VMAs with first coming out with her tongue wagging like a thirsty bearded dragon while grinding on oversized teddy bears, which was creepy in itself, and yes, slapping the ass of one of them. But it got better when Robin Thicke came on to perform Blurred Lines wearing what appeared to be a Beetlejuice suit. Tongue wagging, Miley stripped down to a nude bra and underwear where she continued to dazzle with tongue wagging and twerking Thicke hard. She then found a foam finger which she used as a penis to poke and prod at Thicke. In the background, swinging around like Dirk Diggler, trying to make that bread. It was the most awkward thing I had ever seen. The performance set a record for Twitter, garnering over 300,000 tweets per minute, as people displayed their shock and awe and sparked some amazing memes. A day after the fiasco, Miley was covered up and would not comment on the performance. But she did come out later and say Mr. Thicke wanted her as naked as possible and knew exactly what was going down. He commented he is always the twerky and not the twerker.
Oh, I just threw them in my mouth a little bit.
And that is our WTF moment.
Oh my gosh, dude. Miley. And how old is she in 2013?
I don't even know.
Gosh.
But Thicke apparently knew. Like, he acted all surprised, but he knew what was going down.
Right.
He knew, and he's the one who told her to dress like that, right? But it was just the other stuff. Even the finger, like the foam finger people that make those,
Yeah.
they're pissed off about it.
Yeah. Billy Ray must be proud.
Yeah.
What happened to her?
It's not something I would want to have in the picture album.
Oh my gosh. Not at all. So, awesome. Hey, man. Let's, how do you feel about talking about Bon Jovi's What About Now album as we check the credits?
I knew that was coming.
Wait for it. Released in March of 2013, this is the band's 12th studio album. It is the last album to feature longtime lead guitarist and songwriter Richie Sambora.
Yeah.
About a month into this tour, Richie just stopped showing up to shows. So there was a fair bit of drama surrounding the band at this time. The band had to scramble and recruited well-known session guitarist Phil X to complete the tour, and he has remained with the band ever since.
X.
So Richie has stated that he really just needed to spend time with his daughter. Now, John has responded with basically like, that's fine, but just not showing up, and like zero communication was not very professional, obviously. Richie has only since performed with the band once in 2018 when they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Well, that was nice of him.
Yeah. Anywho, the album debuted at number 1 in the U.S., where it sold over 100,000 copies in its first week.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because it's Bon Jovi.
That compared to like Lil Wayne's The Carter album, which sold over 1 million in its first week.
Yeah.
So it became Bon Jovi's third album in a row to hit number 1 in the U.S. after The Circle and Lost Highway, that country poop they attempted. It was also their 5th number 1 album in their career.
When did Lost Highway come out?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The album has sold
Don't care anymore.
220,000 copies in the U.S. as of 2015, so the sales dropped off pretty quick after the initial release. Probably proof is in the pudding
Yeah.
sort of scenario,
It is.
as
Big time.
we're about to discover. It has sold over 1.5 million copies worldwide, and it did go gold in Germany.
What?
Eh?
Danke.
The Germans, they like the Bon Jovi. So the album was recorded just before Sambora's solo album, Aftermath of the Lowdown, which is actually, it's a really good album. Sambora's solo record. Much better than this pile.
I love the new Jovi record. It's really good. Anywho, continue.
A single from his album "Every Road Leads Home to You" was actually included on this album as a bonus track.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Isn't that nice? So, the album received reviews ranging from below average to poor. Ian Giddens of Virgin Media said, quote, "The band's perennial propensity for cliches and Hollywood blockbuster-style happy endings invariably make it difficult to take Bon Jovi as seriously as they crave."
Yeah,
End
I can get
quote.
with that.
So how would you like to go through the producer credits?
Let's go.
The album was produced by John Bon Jovi, Richie Sambora, and a Mr. John Shanks. Shanks began his career playing in Melissa Etheridge's band in the late 80s and went on to chalk up a number of songwriting and producing credits over the years, in addition to working with Stevie Nicks, Sheryl Crow, Sting, Kelly Clarkson, and producing Van Halen's reunion record with David Lee Roth, A Different Kind of Truth. Great record. Shanks has worked with Bon Jovi on every album since 2005 and even plays rhythm guitar on tours with them.
Well, how about that?
Obviously an immense talent, but I've also read reviews like YouTube album reviews and stuff that he's to blame for the super slick, surfacey corporate rock that Jovi has been churning out since 2005.
Yeah.
They've never not been a super shiny kind of pop rock band, but the albums with Shanks involved are definitely more slapped together drivel without much depth. The band's last really great record, I would argue, was These Days back in the mid-90s.
Huh.
Yeah. So how excited are you to go through our track-by-track review?
I am ready.
Ready and willing
To do
so
this.
First up is Because We Can.
Hey there. If you want to listen to this clip, you're going to have to go download the album. If you dare. It's pretty shitty. Hence the purpose of this podcast. Anyway, back to the show.
So this was the album's first of only 2 singles, written by John, Richie, and Billy Falcon, who is a musician, composer, and producer predominantly known for co-writing a ton of Bon Jovi songs since 2000's Crush album. This was cringy candy pop shite for me.
Yeah.
I don't know who would do a better job with this song. Probably like a country gal guy. I don't care for this.
I
You?
was like very poppy Def Leppard vibe, kinda, and I love the lyrics here. Cheesy lyrics. Our love can move a mountain. I am a rock, not just a grain of sand. Like, come on, come on.
Bon Jovi, everyone.
I know, man. I know. So yeah, it doesn't get a point from me.
I mean, is it something I would like go and try and like put on? No. If it was on, I'd listen to it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Not this guy.
Whatever. If it's on the radio, I'll listen to it. I won't turn it over.
So Have a Nice Day in 2005 was I actually bought that record.
Yeah.
And that was the last Bon Jovi record I bought. So when this album came out, I remember whether I was streaming it or I don't remember how we heard it, but I remember working with a friend of mine, Gary McLean. We were painting a house and we put this album on. and we laughed a lot.
Yeah.
We laughed a lot. It was like, wow.
Are you saying I should take my point back?
You're giving this song a point? Good for you.
No, I'll give it a half.
No,
point.
dude.
No, I'll give it a half.
You be you. So I also took a lot of time, a lot of hours, a lot of painstaking arthritic type journey to do some deep dive reconnaissance
I can't wait to hear this.
on YouTube to try and find comments for every single song on this record.
You did?
So Maladroit 3 years ago says, Happy Bon Jovi is still making music. Bon Jovi needs to cross over with Imagine Dragons.
Ooh.
I'm just saying that I personally feel so amazing.
Sonic the Hedgehog gaming fan 1
Oh.
year ago says, This is like a day in Toronto. Keeps the doctor away. Out of the GO train, head downstairs, activate Presto, head to Scotiabank Arena, enjoy the show.
Was that a fart?
And Paintbrush 7 years ago says, It does feel like I'm on acid with a weird after effect.
Are these guys even talking about the song?
I know, right? All right, next up is I'm With You.
I am.
Written by John Shanks. John and Shanks. I dug this.
I liked it too.
I think it was the strongest track on the record for me.
I love the solo.
Yeah.
It was kind of dark, the song, and yeah, I liked it.
It's very
gets a point for
Boulevard
me.
of Broken Dreams,
Yeah.
but still managed its own identity.
Mm-hmm.
It gets a point from me.
I'm a cowboy.
Cool, man. So we got one. Let's go to YouTube, where Sergio Pamplana 7
hey.
years ago says, Hi, my mom loves Bon Jovi, and tomorrow is her birthday. Can you write comments for her, like, happy birthday, or something like that? Thanks. Nicole Amarilla 6 years ago says, The best people are John and Richie.
Once upon a time, not so long ago.
Oh my goodness.
He's never shied away from the cheese. Mike Pempley 6 years ago says, Okay, people, don't worry why some Bon Jovi videos have not many views. Tell me the truth. Isn't this song better than One Republic's Counting Stars? Behind all this, Views and Mad TV are big companies who decide which songs an artist is going to be famous. So don't worry. Bon Jovi is always at the number one. Hey, guess
yeah.
what's next?
What about now?
Yeah. So the obvious title cut and the second and final single from the record, written by John and Shanks. Pretty cheesy, man. Springsteen, knockoff, Pooh, another meh from me. Sounds like a leftover from the country album, Lost Highway.
Yeah,
so
I like.
boo.
I put down some lyrics and then I kind of wrote some of my own for the song.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good.
So if you want to start a fire, it only takes a spark. You gotta get your hands in the dirt to see what the harvest brings. Those were his lyrics.
Oh,
So now these are mine. Okay, here we go.
I can't wait.
If you want to get wet, you gotta jump in the pool. If you want. Oh man, this is great. If you want things fixed, you gotta be the tool.
That's a good one.
If you want sand, God, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through this one. If you want sand on your ass, you gotta roll around the beach. Oh, you're gonna love this one. If you think you got a big peen, you better have huge feet.
What? Idiot.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. May God have mercy on your soul.
Oh, man. I'm tearing up here.
Oh, for balls' sake.
Yeah.
YouTube, Spy Del Rio 1 year ago says, when girls first love, they go for Justin Bieber. When girls are in serious relationship, they will come for Bon Jovi.
I can see you right now in the kitchen, bending over a hot stove. But I can't see the stove.
Maddox 31 8 months ago says, this song is amazing. But in 2020, people want to listen to pop rap auto tunes.
Ooh.
You gotta be kidding. How come?
He's not kidding.
Lucas Peterson 6 years ago, this song makes me feel both good and bad. I mostly think of time today. Cars, global warmings, mostly bad things.
How would you like to suck my balls?
What did you say?
I'm sorry. Actually, what I said was... How would you like to suck my balls, Mr. Garcia?
Mr. Garcia.
Pictures of you.
Oh, yeah.
This is written by John, Ritchie, and Shanks. I can't.
This is a terrible song,
I can't
man.
even.
It's so
so
bad.
awful. You go now. You say things now.
I said it's a terrible song, cheesy as shit. I left you tea from China waiting in your sacred tower. Like, the lyrics were just like, wow. I was confused.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a no point from me.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
All right, so let's go to YouTube, where Mr. Vane 7 years ago says, unique song. John Bon Jovi is a lyrical god.
Oh,
They made of lipstick, plastic, and paint. Touch a sable in their eyes.
What is he saying?
I thought you said Condoleezza Rice.
Okay, but I kind of know what he's saying at the beginning. It's like lipstick and paint or whatever. But what's the second
They
thing?
made of lipstick, plastic, and paint. Touch a sable in their eyes.
Just a living lies.
Oh, I can't even
What
make
is
it
that?
out.
Yeah, I can't even make it out.
Wow.
It's like before he went in to do that vocal, he hung out with Ozzy. And was like, give me some vocal coaching. Marina Petrova 7 years ago says, this is one of these songs that can definitely cure cancer.
You promised me heaven, then put me through hell.
That ain't even curing gonorrhea, man.
Zy Magician 7 years ago says, nice song, but definitely a stretch from the typical Bon Jovi sound. It sounds like a combination of modern pop, say Taylor Swift, Coldplay, U2, and God forbid, Nickelback.
Oh, no.
He went there.
He did.
He did go there. So, are you excited about Amen?
Ooh.
I am.
Okay.
Written by John and Billy Falcon. I did not care for this. Again, the lyrics are so cheesy, very cringeworthy. John sings kind of fine here, but even dropped in a lower key live, he just really struggled with it.
I thought he did the amen part all right.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
In the studio, but they dropped the key live.
Oh,
and he's
really?
He's still kind of struggling with it.
Johnny.
So yeah. How about you? Amen does not get a point from me.
When the song ended, I said amen. That was how I felt about the song. Very cheesy again.
Yes.
It's like we have a very big block of cheese on the top of this pyramid, and it's just oozing down every track. There's a lot of cheesy things going on.
Ready or not.
That was really loud. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
I hit the pad a little too hard.
So yeah, no point for me.
No point for you. So let's see if YouTube gives them a point. So Denise, just Denise, 1 year ago says,
D-nice.
pretentious.
Oh, living on a prayer.
Damn.
Blonded by The Height, 73, 6 years ago says, this is horrible.
Pray to God you'll give me one more chance, girl.
Okay, bear with me during this one. Patron Alguis 6 years ago says, Amen is a word that came to English from Latin, which got it from Greek, which got it from Aramaic, which got it from Hebrew. Technically, Aramaic may have had it anyway before it became the standard language of the Jewish people a few centuries before the time of Christ. Amen itself, as an interjection, used to agree with, affirm, approve, or emphasize something else that has been said. Thus, when Jesus begins certain sayings by declaring, Amen, Amen, I say to you, various Bible translations often render the Amen, Amen different ways because of the word's association with the Hebrew terms for truth. The double Amen is sometimes rendered truly, truly, or verily, verily, because of its association with the Hebrew terms for confirmation or dependability. One might also translate it certainly, certainly, or most assuredly.
What the hell, man?
She's a new runaway. Daddy's going fast. All those things they couldn't say.
So, little Bible lesson for you. I mean, that's where you go. Like when I'm sitting in the morning and I've got my nice warm tea and I'm in my PJs and I go to the Bon Jovi YouTube comments to look
from China,
to look
right?
for my Bible study.
The tea is from China, right?
The tea is not from China.
In your sacred tower.
I'm so sorry. Gosh.
Michael,
Hey, it gets better. That's what the water made me.
When you come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well, does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays?
No. No, man. Shit, no, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
That's what the water made me. John wrote this with Billy Falcon again. A pretty significant gapper. I can't tell this apart from several other tracks that have the kind of the same vibe, guitar hook, lyrical theme. And John delivering another Springsteen-esque vocal. He definitely leaned heavily into that in the latter years of the band.
Yeah.
He's never been silent about his obsession with Springsteen, but early Jovi records didn't at least sound like the boss, but the older John gets, the more Bruce he gets.
Ooh. So what I got out of it was the intro gave me like a huge...
Boner?
Bowie.
Oh, I was close.
A Boney? It gave me the song by David Bowie, Heroes.
Oh, okay.
But it's not like they just sped it up. It's like...
Oh, yeah. Oh, the Ebo thing.
Yeah. That was interesting.
Oh, it was?
So it was a cool solo. And I like the lyric, love is like fingerprints. It don't wash away.
Some low-hanging fruit, John. Guitar solo's like you're just reaching.
That's how you become great, man. Hang your balls out there.
Sebastian Crow, 4 years ago, says, that's what the water made me. What does that mean?
Yoko Ono action going on here.
I'm the guy who does his job. You must be the other guy.
SW Entertainment Samhain Wes 7 years ago says, one dislike? Damn you, Bieber.
I don't like your jerk-off name. I don't like your jerk-off face. I don't like your jerk-off behavior. And I don't like you. Jerk-off.
What's that from?
I can't remember. It's classic, though. I knew it when I dropped it. When I clipped it, I knew it. Now I don't remember. Carly Gilead 2 years ago says, I met Bon Jovi in Abu Dhabi. And I definitely had a wet patch.
Oh, no.
Power grid was shut off by Dickless here.
They caused an explosion.
Is this true?
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
What's left of me?
I'm flattered that you like my ass.
This is What's Left of Me, written by John, Ritchie, and Falcon. It's pretty country.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Basically the sequel to Who Says You Can't Go Home from the Have a Nice Day record, which was the biggest hit off of that record. Mm-hmm. I think it was the first time a rock band had charted on the country charts, and that success inspired them to release a full-on country record called Lost Highway, which was another turd, in my opinion.
I thought it was your favorite.
You son of a bee. But they've retained that sound on several tracks per album ever since. This actually sounds like a leftover from that album, so
yeah,
it's obviously a meh for me because I'm a
is
closed-minded.
terrible.
I'm a closed-minded dick incapable of growth. You?
Well, I hate country, so.
Here we are in the Where Are They Now tour.
You hate country.
It's a no for me.
No.
Yeah.
Arcana Kana 7 years ago on YouTube says there is a tradition in south of India that wife always stands with the husband on the left side.
You know, I like you a whole lot better when you had a few drinks in you.
Did you ever watch any of John Bon Jovi's movies?
No.
You knew he was an actor, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Ella Sengela Bon Jovi 7 years ago says,
This Romeo is bleeding, but you can't see his blood.
And Romeo Bukta 7 years ago says, one dislike, damn you, Bieber.
Again?
I'm praying to God you'll give me one more chance, girl.
Oh, dude, are you ready for this one? Army of One.
Oh, yeah.
Why are all these choruses like 11 minutes long?
I know.
Jeez.
And, man, I don't know how many voices they got layered in
Holy
it, too.
cats. Army of One, written by John Ritchie and Desmond Child, who came in the Kiss episode. Child co-wrote some of Bon Jovi's biggest hits like You Give Love a Bad Name,
right.
Living on a Prayer,
Here we go.
and Bad Medicine.
Okay.
This is so bad.
Yeah.
It's just another believe in yourself empowerment anthem. They've written so many of these. It's pretty redundant at this point. Nothing new to say. I've heard the record since this one, and they haven't stopped writing this kind of drivel.
Yeah.
I get that people get inspired with lyrics like this, but
no, not me.
I'm just too much of a jaded cynic to like it.
Fill your hand, you son of a bitch!
Carlo Forziati 1 year ago says, I tattooed this song on my back shoulder.
Ooh. Yeah.
You gotta be kidding. How come?
The one and only KC 7 months ago says, I used this Jovi classic to beat the Terminators on Ghost Recon Breakpoint. It worked a treat. Thanks, guys.
Say, Geddy Lee.
Who's Geddy Lee?
Geddy Lee, best bass player ever. Come on.
And Locke 6 years ago says, my music teacher loves this song.
Once upon a time, not so long ago.
Oh, dude, you'll never guess what's next.
Is it Thick as Thieves?
It's Thick as Thief. Written by John Ritchie and Shanks.
Shanks.
That's all I got. You?
It sounded like he was singing in a school play to me. That's what it sounded like.
That's great, actually. That's good. I like that.
Well,
you, me, us. Dude, my 11-year-old daughter heard that lyric and she went.
Well, it ain't always pretty sometimes. It got rough. Should have thrown in the towel. The song made me throw up.
What would you do if you had $1 million?
I'll tell you what I'd do, man. 2 chicks at the same time, man.
That's it? You had $1 million, you'd do 2 chicks at the same time?
Damn straight. I always wanted to do that, man. And I think if I were a millionaire, I could hook that up, too, because chicks dig dudes with money.
Well, not all chicks.
Well, the type of chicks that double up on a dude like me do.
After Thick as Thieves, we needed a little laugh.
We need a little beautiful world.
Yeah. Oh, that's coming up next. Terry Starbucks, 7 years ago, however, says, OMG, this song reaches so deep into my soul, leaving a yearning for a love like that to experience. Never have, never will. Too late for me. But I completely picture John and Dorothea throughout this whole song. They are incredibly blessed and so strong. I love them so much. I will be wearing this song out for sure. The whole album is amazing. The best ever. All right, so the next two comments, I've got this comment and then I've got the response by somebody else.
Oh.
So check this out. Helen Rantanen 2 years ago says, I was wondering how long he would apologize to Richie, knowing his psyche and his King of Cliché title given to him by Reggie. This whole song is meant as an undercurrent to get Richie back in his own way. Even the breath, is just for the King of Swing. If you ask me to let Richie know, Reggie has always said this, no Richie, no Jovi.
There's a response.
And the one and only Casey 1 year ago says, what the f*** are you banging on about, you fucking idiot? And who the f*** is Reggie? No Richie, no Jovi? What a fucking plank you are. Jovi is a fucking pro. Sadly, Richie had demons and lost the plot. I love Sam Bora, but what he was unprofessional in the way he cracked up. Everybody has problems and hides them. Sadly, Bora was too weak. John is the man that drove these guys to glory. Carry no and you will be all right. Enough said. Isn't that great?
Oh, yeah, that was good.
You know what's even better?
What?
Beautiful World.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Beautiful World, written by John and Falcon. I knew this was a gapper as soon as it started.
Yeah, me too.
Nah.
It's a really big gapper. It's a diamond. It's a dirty plastic pearl, but ain't it a beautiful world? The Pretzel Man's wearing Gucci glasses.
What are you saying?
And I'll rock them all.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
All right, so let's go to Free Spirit Turpin. 1 year ago says, someone should remember me. My emails aren't mine anymore or my Apple accounts. It's pissing me off. Sorry for my F words.
Sorry, folks. It's just, this is it.
Larry Geronimo, 7 years ago, says, I did listen to 5 songs off the new album and really liked them. Then I bought the album and was like, whoa, this is really bad. I'm not hating, just my own opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Juan Diego Ramirez Rajaro, 7 years ago, says, I'm done. I hate this entire album. That's it. That was when everybody was trying to emulate David Lee Roth. Room at the End of the World. Well, actually, hold on. I think I like this one. Hold on, 1 sec. Written by John Bon Jovi and Shanks. This was one of the better things on the record, but a little too late in a way. Like if it was in the first half of the album, it probably would have had more
beaten down
impact.
by the time you get to this.
Listening to 10 other mediocre tracks before this, it just gets tired. So it's not offering much new lyric-wise, but it probably gets a point from me.
I thought it sounded like A Night with a Hooker.
All right.
Just made to miss your birthday, baby.
I don't know. That's how I felt.
A Night with a Hooker. Okay.
So
does
that garner a point?
Sure. If you hadn't already had like 3 or 4 songs that sounded like this, do you know what I mean? Like if the album opened with "I'm With You," and then this was like 3 or 4, the album might have been, I don't know. You're right. You're kind of beaten down by the time you get to this. So I didn't hate this, really. I was listening to it and going like, oh, this song's not bad. It was just in the basement with a bunch of other shit piled on top of it.
The next one sure is. That's for sure.
I feel water when you get thirsty, baby.
I'll be the water when you get thirsty, baby. Jordy Bazooza on YouTube says 7 years ago, Nice song. This is my room. Please, you come here, my love.
Oh.
Pray to God you'll give me one more chance, girl.
Lena Arsenio 4 years ago says, "There's a room just for us. I'll never let you go, my vampire."
But that's just me.
Marangella Ottanello 7 years ago says, "Thank you for giving me hope with this song. I need to believe in the strength of love."
Oh, it's deep. I like it.
It's steep or deep?
Deep and steep.
We made it. This is the last song on this Mahafahan record. It is called The Fighter.
Oh, yeah. Bon Jovi used to have balls.
Written by John Bovey. He used to. He used to have a great voice.
John Bovey.
Yeah. John said this was a letter to his children, which is a sweet sentiment. The song's okay. It's not.
I feel bad now.
It's not the worst thing on here.
I hate this song,
You hate
man.
this song.
I hate the way he
It's-
sings it to
I
the guitar
know.
chords. Ring, 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 ring. Oh, it's terrible. I just could not.
Yeah, but
stand it.
And I've rocked them all.
When was the last time he rocked them all?
And then he said, I should write down these words before I lose them. And I'm like, nah, I'd rather you didn't do that, sir. Thank you.
You gotta be kidding. How come?
Come on, that was good. That was good.
So yeah, it's a no for me. You liked it, yeah? You.
I didn't say that, John. I said it's not the worst thing on here.
Oh, okay. It's not official.
So let's wrap up our final YouTube comments. We got Frank Sr. 7 years ago says, "Happy I am among the few who appreciate good music."
Survey says 2 dicks down.
Zai Muchikin 7 years ago says, "This song is a humble representation." Did I say humble?
You did. I was wondering where you're going.
It's not Wednesday, is it? This
Humble.
This song is a humble.
Humble.
Oh, what a drunk.
Humble.
This song is a humble representation of the. I can't not hear it now. This song is a humble representation. Okay, let me try this. This song is a representation with humility of the Bon Jovi's journey through the treacherous years dominated by punk/grunge rock, followed by the mass swamp of young manufactured pop artists. It is about their journey navigating these years where other similar acts have fallen, taking falls here and there, and come out the other end still one of the biggest musical acts of all time.
Yeah.
Humble.
And finally, our last... Are you okay?
Oh, dude.
Keep it together.
That was so funny.
We're almost there.
Yeah.
The final YouTube comment of this episode is Rhiannon Tyler, 7 years ago, says, "I remember a lot of names. Let's see. Frankie is one of them." And that concludes our track-by-track review for Bon Jovi's What About Now record. So, point system. I'm giving it a 2.5. It gets a 1 for I'm With You, the Green Day, Nick, and 1 for Room at the End of the World, and I'm going to give like a half a point to The Fighter. You?
I was just going to give it 3 points. I like.
Wait a minute. It seemed like you hated more songs
Well,
than me.
I liked like the first little bit of the record, and then it just totally took a tumble.
I'll tumble for you.
Halfway down the road.
It took a tumble and a humble?
A grumple. It took a terrible nosedive after that. It was much like the Eminem record.
You thought it started out strong?
I thought it started out okay.
I thought Because You Can was a horrible song, like a bad opener. I thought I'm With You would have been the stronger opener. But.
Yeah, you're right, I guess.
So I feel like this was the album that was coming up on a lot of my research as their worst record.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say that we probably have quite a few contenders for that. Like, to me, the Lost Highway record, that's the country album. I mean, I did hear it when it came out at a morbid curiosity, and I was just, it is really bad. It's terrible. This was really bad. They put out an album a couple years ago called This House Is Not For Sale, and it's maybe a 4 out of 10. You know what I mean? Like, there's some good ideas on it, like okay songs, but it's mostly this. It's this kind of sound.
How old were these guys when they broke out?
When they broke out? Oh, I'm guessing early 20s. I'm guessing
it just
because Bon Jovi, like the self-titled debut, I thought was 83 or 84.
Yeah. It just bothers me about this whole, they're this blue collar. They make themselves seem like that. And
oh, you know what? That used to bother me. And back when Sammy and I did the Bruce Springsteen episode, one of my biggest pet peeves for Springsteen was going through all his albums and hearing all these worker man, blue collar, blisters on your fingers, back aching type of thing, knowing that Bruce Springsteen has never worked a day in his life.
Yeah.
Like hard labor.
Yeah.
So then we watched his Live on Broadway concert, and Springsteen went up to the microphone and said, "I made it all up. That's how good I am."
Damn.
And I was like, man's got my respect now. He went up there and just said, "I've never worked a day in my life. I made it all up. It's just stories."
Wow.
So that kind of thing used to bother me. So the working collar thing that John Bon Jovi adapts from the Bruce Springsteen thread doesn't really bug me.
Right.
It probably did before I watched that Live on Broadway, which I recommend, dude. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Even if you're not a Springsteen fan, I think you would really enjoy it. So, with Richie gone, I feel like they've lost a bit of the edge. I don't think John writes with his replacement, Phil X, who's a fine guitar player, great guitar player who handles the Richie stuff very well. But like, I feel like maybe some of these lyrics wouldn't survive if Richie was around going, John.
Yeah.
Maybe stop with this cheese. But John is now surrounded by yes men who are there for a very nice, substantial paycheck. So the 2020 album, which will be old by the time this episode airs, but he just released a little while ago, is probably his worst record.
Yeah, it's pretty.
And when it came out, I actually had some people on Facebook saying like, "Hey, you guys going to review the new Bon Jovi album?" And I'm like, ironically, we are reviewing a Bon Jovi record this season, but we're already set to go. Pre-production's ready, and it wasn't for the 2020 album. But if we were to redo this, it would be this record.
Oh yeah.
2020 is just terrible.
It's like 2020.
It sounds like this year.
Yeah.
It's the soundtrack to this year, that's for sure. It's awful. So my kind of like faith or hope or anything that I did have in Bon Jovi putting out a great record, I think is gone. And I think their days are behind them. Like I said, These Days came out in like 95, 96 or something. Like, that's a pretty good record. Richie's on there and stuff. So I just think we can probably expect what we heard on 2020. That's probably going to be just what he puts out now. Is just drivel like that. Just terrible. Not challenging himself at all. His voice is completely shot. And it's strange because I was curious to see Richie jam with them at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing, and John's voice was terrible. Couldn't even come near any of the notes from the Slippery songs.
Really?
So to me, it's like, so he can't come near them. He can't even kind of hit them. Why don't you guys transpose? Why don't you drop the key for him? There's no shame in like going, hey man, I'm not 28 anymore. I'm in my 50s now. Let's drop the key so I can sing these songs again. It's like, why are you playing them in like the original key? Are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
You heard some of the Living on a Prayer, those are high notes, man. You're not hitting those. Nobody's hitting them. There's maybe a few guys out there that can still do it, like a Glenn Hughes or Joe Walsh. These guys that are like 70 and still sing like they are in their 20s, but it's few and far in between. And as far as I could always tell, John Bon Jovi smoked cigarettes too, which is no good for your voice as well. So anyway, that wraps up Jovi. I'm probably not going to really... I haven't really listened to them for years anyway.
Yeah.
And I probably won't continue to. And the only reason I checked out 2020 was because we were doing this episode. So I thought, well, we'll come on here and talk about the new record. And hell, man. Brutal record. Really, really terrible. And That's all I got to say about that.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah. So, wrapping up, what are you currently listening to other than this garbage? And what can you recommend? Well, let's do what can you recommend from Bon Jovi? We're probably both going to say
Slippery
the
When Wet,
80s.
man.
Yeah, go back to their heyday when they were huge. I wouldn't say stop at Slippery. I would say go Slippery, New Jersey, Keep the Faith, and These Days. And then you could probably stop. Crush isn't terrible. It's My Life, stuff like that. There's some good songs on there, and John still kind of had some grit in his voice. But after that, man, it's really sort of downhill from there. Okay, so what are you currently listening to?
I actually got back into Dinosaur Jr. I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
I've heard of them. I couldn't name a song, though.
A record called Where You Been.
Okay.
It's a great record.
So Dinosaur Jr., are they Canadian?
No. They're from
Why
the
not?
States.
Why aren't they Canadian, John? Were they a 90s thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Did they have a song that I would know? Did they put out like a couple of hits?
Start Chopping, maybe.
Start Chopping? No.
Yeah,
Can you sing some for me?
No.
Come on,
He's got a
man,
really weird
please.
voice. It'll probably bother you, actually.
Oh, do it then.
He's got a terrible voice.
You have to do it now more than ever. Come on, give me a
No,
little.
I can't. I
Start
can't
chopping.
do it. Somewhere out.
Is it like
there.
chopping broccoli?
No,
Chopping broccoli.
Actually, that sounds better. Chopping broccoli. But
Cool, man.
He's obviously got a very distinct voice,
Mm-hmm.
kind of whiny type.
So
he can play.
Were
guitar.
they big?
Yeah, I think
Dinosaur Jr.
They
I've heard of, but
they kind of got big, but
okay.
not-
They break up, or are they still doing something?
I think they still do stuff.
They still do stuff.
Mhm.
Okay. Very good.
And also, I was listening to Veruca Salt.
I remember those guys. Yeah.
American Thighs.
Yeah.
That
Wow.
was an
Veruca
alright
Salt.
record. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
But I mean, I'm trying to expand,
Broaden your horizons.
yeah, and try and get into some newer stuff. And man, it is tough. There is not a lot
in
of good
terms
stuff.
of rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not there.
Yeah, I usually find myself looking forward to bands that I've been fans of for years putting out new material.
Yeah.
As opposed to a brand new rock band that nobody's ever heard of, like Rival Sons. I look forward to their stuff. They've been around for a bit though. You know, Foo Fighters got a new one coming out, so I'll be interested in that. Paul McCartney's got a new record coming out in a couple weeks. AC/DC just put out a new album.
Smashing Pumpkins just came out with their new album.
We're going to get into that on another episode, my friend. Me and Max, my oldest son, listened to that yesterday together.
You listened to Sear, the whole thing?
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah. Sear or whatever.
CYR.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was... he just kept looking at me going, why is this an album?
Why is this happening right now?
Why
What
is
do
this
you
an
put
album?
me through, Papa?
Oh, boy. So, for me, I've been nonstop listening to an obsessive amount of Black Country Communion. And this is a band with Jason Bonham, who is John Bonham's son, Glenn Hughes from Deep Purple, Black Sabbath fame, Joe Bonamassa, and a guy named Derek Sheridan, I think his name is. I think he was like in Dream Theater and stuff like that. So there's somewhat of like a supergroup.
Yeah, no kidding.
And but Glenn Hughes is a big hero of mine, like vocal hero of mine. Only recently though, like I wasn't really a big Glenn Hughes fan for a long time. And then now it's like the man just turned 68 years old, and his voice, he sounds like he's 22. It's it's ridiculous. Amazing singer. And he's really busy, Glenn Hughes. So it's more, I guess it's more Glenn Hughes than Black Country Communion. But I am listening to their records. They have a new one coming out next year. He's got a project called The Dead Daisies, and they're putting out a new album. He's always doing solo stuff. For 68 years old, man.
Damn.
It was like watching Trump at those rallies, like 74 years old, and this guy is up there dancing like an idiot.
Yeah.
So much energy, man. 4 rallies a day, that kind of thing. It's like, where does he get all this energy? It's pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah.
But, so, yeah, Bon Jovi, what about now? Don't recommend it. Take care. Don't listen to that album. But thanks for joining us for Season 4. We're back in black, and we hope that you guys are enjoying what we're doing. Please find us on Facebook and on Twitter and on Instagram. And we have a .com where you can find our Apple, Stitcher, all those other platforms where you can listen to episodes of this wonderful little project called Check the Credits.
Yeah.
Until the next time.
What are your qualifications?
Well, I attended Juilliard.
I'm a graduate of the Harvard Business School. I travel quite extensively. I lived through the Black Plague, and I had a pretty good time during that. I've seen The Exorcist about 167 times, and it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it. Not to mention the fact that you're talking to a dead guy. Now, what do you think? You think I'm qualified?
You have recently enjoyed a Check the Credits podcast, a program I can only assume you've enjoyed on a radio receiver that would have been at your disposal. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. And I have no idea what any of that means because I'm a broadcaster guy from the 1920s. Thank you, and good night.